Afternoon and good afternoon. Just wanted to say hi and a quick message. I just got out of some kind of therapy. It's a domestic kind of therapy for toxic relationships. And I started thinking about it, because all of us ladies were talking about stuff like that. None of us feel like we're victims anymore. Most of us have like a strong sense of life. You know, we know that we didn't make the right choices in life. We know that sometimes the wrong choices you make in your life it costs you later on down the road. You end up paying the price for making a bad decision, a bad relationship. You can only blame the other person for so long. You basically have to own up and take responsibility for yourself and your decisions in life. Just like me, I can't keep blaming everybody else for my childhood wounds or for the situation of the inheritance and stuff like that. It's time that basically what happens with the justice system. I've learned to realize that God has a plan for me, and whatever it is, it is. Who am I to say, and who am I to complain or bitch about it? Just be grateful. I don't mind working a 9 to 5 job. I don't mind working, period. I do like physical labor. So just as long as I get out in the workforce is a big plus for me, which I'm about to do. And solitude and tranquility and a peace of mind and meditation is something that I enjoy, and I do tend to give myself that. I pamper myself with those kind of things. I think it's important to have a peace of mind and silence. Sometimes I don't have enough silence, but I work on it. As I was listening to these ladies talk, we all talked about what arrows hit our hearts, what hits us to start off the day. Sometimes our days, can be shut down by a comment, a judgment by somebody, criticism, things that people say about each other, right? So we all, everybody talked about it, and a lot of people didn't like the fact of being judged, and criticism, which is really, who really does like it, In reality, who does like that? But we have the control, in the end, we ourselves control ourselves and our own emotions, So therefore, we don't like something or something that's been said. You look at what they said, and then you see, you look within yourself, you look within yourself, and if it's something you need to work on, you change it. If you don't, you just ignore the comment. I myself like to be in solitude, so I like to dwell on things, and I listen to things, and I pay attention to what my heart says and my mind. Sometimes I listen to what other people say, but it depends. Sometimes I'll work on myself because I'll see my own flaws, and it's good to see your own flaws. It's good to admit to it. It's good to apologize to it. It's good to want to change it, want to make it better. That's how I look at things. I'm not a victim. I'm no longer a survivor. I'm beyond that now. I'm already on the right path. I'm already doing what I need to do to make my life better in society and in my own mind and my own heart. Because in the end, what matters is the fact of what I think about myself, not what other people portray or say about me or think about me. In the end, it's how I feel inside about myself is the most important thing. People can say all they want. People can try to penetrate into your heart to try to hurt you, damage you, scar you to the point where you won't ever want to get back up again. But you allow that. We take responsibility. We allow that to happen to ourselves. So know the difference, know not to hold things too much to the heart and not to take it seriously and not to give up, number one, and pay attention to all the nonsense out there, because there's a lot of nonsense. And just realize that life ain't that bad, because you may be crying the night before. You may be crying so hard one night. Flashbacks are coming back from your childhood, from bad situations, your bad relationships, or feelings that you hold for somebody. Some emotions might just be kicking in, Emotions creep up on you. They just creep up. All of a sudden, the emotions will just creep up. And as they creep up, you deal with it. You embrace it, You let the tears flow. You let the tears cry. You scream. You yell. You vent. You talk to yourself. You talk to God. You beg, you plead, and you set those emotions free. And you heal. That's a form of healing. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You're not going insane. Sometimes those feelings have been held in for so long. We've kept them in the back for so long and held them down for so long that they eventually have to come up. It's like holding water back before a big tsunami or the levee breaks. And it's just going to all start pouring out, and it bursts. It has to, but you can't hold it all inside for too long before your emotions need to come out. And it's healthy to let it out, whether people like it or not. People don't like to hear people cry. People don't like to hear people complain or bitch, but sometimes people just need to vent it out. If they don't want to listen to you, then they're not a friend, right? Then go vent it out by yourself in a room somewhere, man. I've done it in hotels rooms. I've done it anywhere. In the bathroom, I'll fucking scream, cry, and I'll let my emotions set free. That's how you heal. So I'm just giving a little advice to those people and some of us that have come out of bad domestic relationships, you know. I go to some meetings and stuff and talk to some of these group meetings, and it's helped. It's healed a lot of stuff, and it's taken away a lot of anger. Do what you have to do to make yourself better. There's no wrong and there's no right. But not doing anything at all is not going to make it better. Do something. Whatever you think, whether it's going to church, whether it's going to a Bible study, whether it's a therapy class, whether it's an alcoholic class, a substance abuse class, or just talking to a counselor, or just talking to a preacher, your neighbor, your mother, your sister, your brother. Just let it out. You'll feel much better. It's a form of healing. You'll get better, and every day you get a little better and better, because no matter how dark and dim that night or that day may seem to you, the sun always comes out the next day. The sun will always shine. The light will always shine the next day. Hold on. You know, the next day, the sun will rise and you will feel better. So don't give up. Keep going. Just a word to the wise, to the people that are down or having a bad moment in their life, or having situations that aren't going right for them. You know, don't give up. There's always light. Tomorrow the sun will shine again. It may be gloomy and dim and rainy and stormy and snowy and all kinds of bullshit. Tornado, volcanoes, hurricanes. But just know the next day the sun's going to shine. Maybe not the next day, but eventually the sun has to shine. So anyways, God bless you guys. Shalom, shalom. Peace out. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Love you guys. Peace out. Shalom. Amen.